check, 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 check. Hello everyone. Today, uh, the communication and media studies, media Sunday, English medium, media Sunday, the seventh lesson, creative communication. The last part today we have to discuss in this session. Okay. So last week we discussed about Batin this the camera techniques, actually mainly the camera uh, angles, frames, and moves. We discuss about that thing also using a camera also. Okay. So just for the explanation about that thing idea, just like I explained that thing easily, correctly, and shortly, some kind of brief idea now. And mainly we have to discuss about the professional camera shots. Firstly, shots, or after we can say the forms also. Shots frames, okay, sorry. Shots we can use, and sometimes we can use as a frame, okay. And after that we can discuss just like the angles also there. Camera angles. Next thing is camera moves, okay, movements. So three things we have discussed in that lesson. Camera shots, angles, and movements are there. That's the idea. So after that, what are the camera shots that we have in that studies? Okay, shots or frames. Camera shots. Actually, we have two types of shots in the studies. First type of shot is actually close shots. Close shots. And the second thing is long shots. Long shots. What is close shots and what is long shots? That's the two ideas that we have. For the close shots, this idea what that thing close to the camera, ideas there, and is the main idea that is a thing. But secondly, we can say like point like what thing, the distance decrease, clarity increase. That is the point. Okay, simply we can understand that like what is close shot? Close shot means the distance between the camera and the objective, distance actually between the camera and the objective. Distance decrease, clarity increase. That is the point. Distance increase, distance decrease, clarity increase. That is the point. Okay. Distance decrease, clarity increase. And clarity, clearness, distance. That's the idea in the close shots. Okay. Close shots mostly used for what thing? Capture the what thing? Emotions. Emotions. Mostly close shots we use to capture what thing? Emotions. That's the idea. And the second idea was that the long shots. Long shots. Long shots. Long shots actually that same system, but some difference idea is there. Just like what? The mainly is not close to the camera. That is the point. Not close to the camera. Not close to the camera. That's the point. But the main point is this thing. Distance increase, clarity decrease. That's the point. So more distance between the camera and the objective means the clearness of the camera, objective, clearness of the frame, clearness of the shot is actually It's difficult to understand because it's not clear. That's the point mainly. Okay, that's why close shots we can use to capture what thing the emotions, but the long shots can't capture the emotions mostly like the long shots. That the idea. Close shots mainly focus to capturing emotions. That we have four types of close shots and we have four types of long shots. No, is depend on the closeness to the camera and the long distance idea to the camera. That's the thing. So close shots can capture emotions. Long shot can capture what thing? The background ideas, and mainly depth, depth, and sometimes the loneliness, that idea also we can capture with that. Okay. Some complicated deep ideas we can capture according to the what that thing, long shots ideas. That's the point. So two shots we have, close shots and long shots. According to the close shots, four types are there. According to long shots, four types samely we can see for that thing also. Close shots. Close shots, four types are there. Four types are there. First type, extreme close up, extreme close up, extreme close up using for what thing? Extreme close up used to capture that very sensitive emotional things, emotional points in the according to the script, or according to the equation, or according to the system. Okay, that's the point. Very emotional, very sensitive type things we can capture according to the what thing? Mainly the extreme close-up shots, extreme close-up ideas. The second thing, what that thing? BCU, big close-up ideas. Big close-up ideas mainly focus only for the face idea. We can just capture what that, who is that person, who is that idea, that thing we can capture. Okay, no problem. Other thing is we can get the idea, identification, and some emotions we can capture about that thing, and the feelings we can get that thing from the BCU also. But it's not like ECU thing. Okay. In this year means last year 2025 LO paper also have that point. 2025 paper have this point. What that point? It has extreme. That question must be that mother and son idea. Okay, in there, and son goes to the long distance, and the mother looking for that thing, and mother's eyes actually some tears come to the come outside in the eyes. Then how we capture that point? And they say so many shots are there, but mainly extreme close up only can capture what that thing, that tears of the eyes, that point at what thing, extreme close up. Okay, that's the point. And then other thing is medium close up idea and extreme close up idea, very close to the camera. No, how we capture that eyes and the tears in the long shot idea, it's ridiculous actually. It's actually not know any ideas about that, not fair. It's, it's not practical that. Okay. Plus, close shots can capture that type of emotions. Close shots can capture what that thing, that feelings. That's the point. So that's the idea. Think about that thing. So next thing actually, the first one ECU, second one BCU, third one CU. CU, the idea is close up, close up. What is the close up idea? Mainly think about that thing, close up. According to the shots, actually, according to the camera techniques, close up is what that thing. Close up, some kind of what thing? Close up, what kind of what that thing? The close up just capturing under this points, okay? Just shoulder level to head level, shoulder level to head level, shoulder level to head level. As the thing, so close ups mainly used for what thing? Mainly used for capturing some kind of discussion type shots. They use that thing for that thing, that idea. Okay. So extreme close up is there. It can capture more sensitive, more emotional things. BCU, big close-up, can capture mainly that identification of the face and the feelings and some emotions we can capture, but not like the extreme close-up. Okay. Next one, actually, close-up idea. Close-up means some kind of a discussion things we can capture according to that shots over the shoulder, not actually shoulder level to head level. This type of idea in there. Last week I drew a man idea. I give the levels for that thing. Okay, think about that thing. Last one, medium close-up. MCU, medium close-up. Medium close-up. Medium close-up means it's actually about the chest level idea, not the shoulder level, just chest level idea. Okay, this type of idea. This chest level to head level. This idea is the medium close-up idea. Okay. So in this year 2025 A-level paper, that two questions, main questions, camera technique questions based for this focus for this extreme close-up idea and close-up idea. Okay, emotions and the identification, that idea is there, right? Okay. Now next one, long shots, no. Long shots, no. Long shots. So long shots also have four types. Long shot also have four types. Like what that thing. Long shot first type is medium shot. Medium shot and medium's close-up shot have some same idea, but medium shot not like that chest level idea. It's mainly hip level idea comes. Hip level to head level. That is the point. Okay. You can see now that point in here. See, you can't clearly get the emotions from my facial ideas, but you can identify me, I'm standing in here in front of this smart board and my dress and what are the movements that I do in here. And you can see in my actually medium shot idea. See, this is my hip level to head level. This is the idea. Okay, that's the point. Above that, after that thing, that levels are the next level ideas. Okay, it's called medium long shot. Medium long shot is the knee level idea. You can't see that point in here actually. Uh, knee level, knee level to head level. That is the medium long shot idea. Okay. Next one, long shot idea. Long shot idea comes to that foot level. That level also you can't understand it now. Okay. The foot level to head level. That is the point. You can't understand that. You can understand, but you can't see that thing now. Okay, only you can see now actually the close up idea, that idea. But in here, that idea comes with what thing? The foot level to head level. That's the point. Fully, we can get the some person's ideas. Who is this? What's that point? What's that person do or something? The moves or something. That thing we can get according to that shots. Okay. The last deep, very deep shot is the last one. Last one is what thing? That very long shot idea. Very long shot idea. Very long shot idea means what thing? Very long shot idea means some kind of a deep thing. Actually, is over, over than what thing? Over than the this idea. Over that long shot idea. It can capture more capture about the background. Background. So long shot have four types. Medium shot. Okay. Medium long shot idea also there. Long shot idea also there. And very long shot idea also there. So extreme close up opposite idea is very long shot. Extreme close up, very sensitive, very emotional. But deep ideas, very some background type ideas. It's not clear in that shots, we can't get the emotions. Just we can see some objects very small type, small sizes. But mainly it focus for the background and the context, deep ideas. In the astronomical things, sometimes that in the seaside, sea area, sky, we can see some stars, more stars in the sky. That type of shots actually extreme long shots, very long shots. We can't get any emotions over that thing. Okay, okay. Think about that thing. Huh? Close shots only can capture what thing? Emotions. Long shots can capture the place. Okay, background, the depth, that type of things. Okay, and mostly long shots in the film they use that shots to get the starting point of the cinema and the ending point of the cinema. The starting point, the curiosity it can develop, and the ending point is that longless idea, deep ideas, it can develop that type of feelings. Okay, that's the thing. So that is a summary idea about what thing last week camera shots idea. Our the angles things are the angles. I at that point like that no what that thing in here. Sorry, uh, cube idea is there. Okay, in here and some points are there. Okay, wait. And 3D look we can get according to the what thing this type of angle idea. Okay, that is the point. Okay, and according to this thing, okay, according to this thing, we can get some ideas like in here, and here. Some angles are there. Why we want actually this type of angles? Why we want? After this thing, we can get some ideas from 3D idea. Okay, 3D idea. The height, okay, the depth, that type of things we can capture after using what type of things? These angles. Okay. The 2D things we can say, okay, 2D things we can see, but 3D look, how we get the 3D look? Looking of these angles. If you use these angles, you can get the 3D view of some objectives. That's the point. So, in here, it's called bird eye view. Bird eye view. It's very, okay, very high angle idea. Most of the drone cameras can do that thing. Drone cameras can do that thing. Drone cameras, they capture so many objects in the field, but it's not clear. More things are the objectives. No, we can't capture the emotions or something. We can capture more objectives in the field. Very small ideas are. Next one, high angle ideas. High angle, high view. High view can demonstrate the power idea, powerful idea. We are powerful people. That type of idea. And next idea, the eye level, our eye level. It's depend on our height. According to our height, you can see that. Now I can see according to my height, direct the camera. That is my eye level. This was eye level. Okay. Okay. If someone high, we can see the thing like this. Someone low, we can like this. No, this is my eye level idea. Okay. And this thing, low angle or low view. It's called what thing? Powerless. Powerless ideas are there. And after that, this one's opposite idea we can see in here, warm eye view. Warm eye view. Underwater shoots, that type of things. Very deep things, we can get that thing from what shot? Warm eye view. So that view is also really important to understand. Okay. This time 2025 A-level paper, there's no any angle idea. Only they had that camera shots idea. Extreme close up and close up, that shot is the correct answer for that question. Only shot idea they add. No any angles idea in this A level time. I guess this year means 2025. Okay. I guess 2026 actually some shots idea with the angles or movements. I guess. Okay. So move to the next page. If we move, I already finished this, but today we have to discuss the last passage, last one. But I just at the point in here, like some explanation about that. The last week, if someone not joined for this session or something, they can get some summary idea about the camera shots and angles and moves. Okay. So mainly there are two moves types are there. The first type of move is actually a vertical type moves. And the second one is horizontal type moves, horizontal type moves. The vertical type moves, two types are mainly we call panning shots. And the horizontal type shots we can say, sorry for that thing. The vertical one, sorry. The vertical shots called tilting. Horizontal ones, it's called panning. Okay, panning. So two types of vertical tap shots are there. Two types of panning shots are there. Two taps of horizontal, two taps of vertical. Vertical, two taps of shots actually tilting up and tilting down. This look like tilting up and tilting down. Last week I used the camera and I show you how to move that thing. Okay, tilting up and tilting down. It's a vertical type idea. Okay. Second one is panning right pan and left pan. Very simple. Up, down, right, left. So last week I showed that thing also using the camera. Pan right is left to the right side. Pan right and pan left. Okay, near to the crossing the road or something, you also use that thing. But actually, you in the past also you use that thing. But that's the theory. Very simple one. Okay. Panning right and panning left. That's the point. Panning right and left. It's a moving shots. Okay. This one moves. So that thing also finish. Okay. Other types, I show you that dolly in and out. It's a forward camera and backward camera fully. Not the shot, fully camera with the camera one sometimes. Forward one, backward. This is track right, track left. Using the tracks in there. Track right, track left. That also there. Other thing I told you that pedestal up and down. It's depend on the object that we have the height. Depend on the object height. So we have to change the height or low idea about the camera. Pedestal up and down. That thing in there. Okay. That's the point. So today we have to move to the last topic and we start the public relation 8 lesson, some parts also today. Okay. Both are there. So theater idea. Today we have discussed that 7th lesson, that 15th page is the last PDF of the 7th lesson. Last week I added that into the group. Theater. See, theater idea. If you have that thing, you can download that thing. You can, okay. Then you can read it me. Theater. Theater means actually dramatical drama, performing ideas. So, theater. Theater is something that is very related to acting. So, acting and theater have related ideas. Actually, it's some kind of bond is there mainly, So, actors want some place, acting plays, theaters, stage, that idea comes. So, without that stage, actually, We can see the street also, sometimes street drama, street acting we can see. Okay. But that also they are stage. They are stage. It's actually normal street. But in the street drama, that is the stage. So every performer, every actor or actress needs some space, needs some place. That place called theater. Okay, now? So theater is mainly related with acting. That's the point. And after that, from the primitive rural dramas means Sokari Kolam Nadagam. In the fourth lesson, we discussed about that thing is that rural drama system, regional drama system. And the Kolam Nadagam, that type of things comes from that India, this transfer in the culture to us. But in Sri Lanka also we maintain that now also we can see sometimes about that it's very rare, some types of things, but mainly it's are there. So things are there. Now that thing, Sokkari Kolam Nadagam, it's based on the open domestic stage. See, I told you sometimes open stage also there. You know the Peradina University have the Sarachandra open area theatre, one of the best theatre in the South Asia. No, any types of universities, other universities don't have that type of natural, basic, structural, open theatre. Build up, restructured, artificial type things they have. But the Sarachandra Open Theatre in the Peradhan University is natural area they used that in natural, actual place, natural place, but they restructure the things, but natural is actually natural place idea. Okay, it's mainly that we don't want to develop again that type of area for that thing, but automatically that area like that type of thing, so redevelop that area, some places, stairs, that type of things they develop. But the area actually very natural. No any roof, open area theatre. Okay, that also another drama type. Okay, you know that thing. Okay, and after that thing, elements called theatre is important. Why? Recently I told you, every performer, every actor, actress need some space. That place called theatre. There is something connected with acting. Recently I told you, is interrelated thing. Without theatre, how the actors, actresses actually act, performing. Okay. It is a place where design means actually creation, creative things. Okay. Creativity are combined. A place where very complex people are brought to a simple and light space. Simple and light space. That's the point. Simple and light space. You have to use many elements and technical tricks are there. Yes, nowadays, we can see most of the drama productions actually they use some tricks, technical tricks, and their systems they use according to the productions. But in the past, it's very old thing. No? In the past, it's not a very technical idea. Primary communication systems they use in the middle of that productions. But nowadays, we can use recorded musics, cameras, microphones, lighting setups, lighting techniques that we can use to that. But the past is not like that. Very natural light they use, natural colors they use, natural place, natural structure they use. Okay. A place where complex people are brought to a simple light space. See, actually, this idea is acting is some kind of an entertainment idea. Okay. Why they use this type of thing? Because this thing means the drama and performing idea. This thing can develop some people's happiness and relaxation. That happiness and relaxation comes with the entertaining idea. It's a really good thing. Yeah, that's the point. Now after that thing, here you have to use many elements and technical tricks. This is what I told you. Lighting, recording, microphones, miking, that type of things are there. And there are things like stage lighting. Recently, I told you, lighting, administration, background acting, and makeup mainly thing. Okay, it's a full of productions. Okay, producers are there, directors are there. More units are there, more people are there, connect together, and they follow the script, they follow the pattern, they follow the flow, and they develop a nice production. And after that, the activities on the theater stage in the creative text context is background, okay? It's a difficult functions. Yeah, difficult means not that complex idea. Drama means drama, very colorful, powerful medium in that in the past also. Drama and theater things. Drama and performing arts, that type of things, okay? After that, activities of the theater stage in the creative context is an difficult functions. As such as the needs participation. The basic components are laid down as what type of thing. This type of things, the paper they ask about that thing. Recently, they never ask this type of points. Mainly this point. They directly, okay. Indirectly, sometimes they mention this type of points, but not directly. But if they directly ask this thing, they ask from you what are the theater production elements that we can see, or what are the performing artistic productions elements, main three elements that we can see according to the production. But the three things are there mainly we can see literary things firstly, literary.
Excuse me, sir. Can you please repeat what you said now, sir? Like what they will ask in the paper. Can you repeat that one?
In the paper, they ask about this type of question. If they ask, sometimes they ask the theater productions or performing artistic productions elements. Three elements are there. They don't ask about this thing like creative communication elements because we know creative communication elements like creator, creativity, that type of things. This type of things they call theater productions elements or performing artistic productions elements. Elements are sometimes sources. I add that source word in here, but elements sometimes they ask about like that. So literary first element, first source is there. Literary first source, first element. Second one in here, technological, technological or technologically. Technical ideas. We know actually performing art productions have some techniques. Lighting techniques are there, acting techniques are there, breathing techniques are there, that type of things are there. Okay. This technology means not only the digital things. This technology means some makeup techniques are there, dress designing, set designing ideas, that stage management techniques are there, prompting. Okay, that type of techniques are there. Okay, not only the electricity idea or any other technical digital system or analog signal system or whatever it is. No, no, no. This is not only a technical means that electrical idea. No, no. Acting techniques also we can add to that. No problem. But mainly the acting thing comes in the third one, performances. Performance. Performances, performance source. Performance means that actor, they can do that thing here. And we can see some ideas in here. What are the inside include ideas according to the literary, technologically, and the performing ideas in here. So just some ideas are there. You can memorize two, three things according to the sources or elements. Okay. The first thing like literary sources, narration idea is there. Is narration some kind of order, order of the scenes, how the flow comes actually, order of the scenes. That idea comes in the script. Okay, is literary. But when you write the script, that script writer have this idea in their mind and they order the scenes, next thing, next thing, next thing, after this thing. They never write that thing, but scene by scene, that connectivity is there. That's the problem. After that thing, second one, structure of the presentation idea. how we present something. Actually, performing is some kind of acting idea, no? And we can use three two types of forms for that thing, just like audio format we can use, visual format we can use. Okay. In the literary means script is add to this thing. So script is written format. Okay. And sometimes some actings are very formal according to the classical drama system, like that very classical type drama system, like the Sri Lanka is called Maname Singhabahu, that type of classical drama system. Okay. And Oedipus, Antigone, that type of European, that type of classical dramas. They use some kind of a classical techniques. Okay. That the presenting style also, presentation also, in the verbal format also, words also very classical and formal. But some drama system don't use that thing. Actually, that in the street drama system, it's not more classical. It's very commercial based, simple, informal structure they use. Why they use informal structure in the street? Because street, no, is a social common area. Okay, it's not the academic area or any other institute or any other court or whatever. No, it's an open area. So, lot of sounds we can hear. So many people shouting, but busy ideas come. But in the middle of that town, we can see some interesting artistic structure, the street drama. That's really good thing, but it's another type. It's not. We can't compare that thing with the Antigone or Oedipus. No, no. That one classical. This one not classical. It's actually informal structure they use to that thing because it's depend on the occasion. Okay. Beginning and the middle and end. This call actually continuity. Okay. You can write that thing there. Continuity idea. Continuity. Mm. And the language usage. This is I told you that Antigone, that type of dramas, they use very classical language systems, very formal language patterns, and very standard type languages they use to express the ideas according to the script. But that street drama system or sometimes they don't use that type of formal type languages or standard type languages because it's actually we can see in the society, in the street. That's the point. After that, style also same like that. I told you that classical drama systems are there, not classical type things are there, formal drama systems are there, informal drama systems are there, stage dramas are there. Mm. And we have to write down the words or script according to that type. Okay. More classical dramas, language type, very direct type language they use, and rhythm pattern, okay, standard common type, flexible type languages they use. According to the other informal type drama system styles they use, sometimes regional language is means not common, not standard, sometimes inflexible that languages. That's the point. Okay, that's the idea. I think monologues, self-talking, the two things ideas are there. Actually, monologues that sometimes you can see the only actor or actress in the stage, spotlight comes, spotlight spotting that character, and that character self-talking something with the audience. They demonstrate some kind of mind idea, mind, self-talking, memorizing or something, and the actor or actress share that thing with that audience, and audience have to understand, okay, this one now is actually some kind of a self-talking thing, some kind of monologue idea, self-talking idea. It's some kind of intrapersonal thing. Okay, inner ideas about this character, and he or she express that thing using this type of system. That's the point. But it's a direction idea in the script. But in the script idea, after we using that thing for the performing, actor actress look like this. Okay, monologues come, self talking. It's actually intrapersonal ideas demonstration. That's the thing. Okay. Second one, technological sources. In here, actually, that first thing episode in here, but mainly in the episodes, this is according to the syllabus thing. But I have to change this thing just like this idea. It's not called actually episode. It's not called actually episode. It's called scenes. Okay, scenes are there. Okay, in the teledramas, we can see some episodes. Hmm. Day by day in the mega dramas, you can see that type of things. No? But in the stage dramas, the first scene and the second scene, scenes are there. First scene, okay, that finished blackout, and the second scene comes, second characters comes, and the lighting techniques GL spot open on, and the characters comes, they acting and blackout and go that thing. It's a scene by scene, scene by scene, scene by scene idea. Okay. It's not episode. Okay. But according to syllabus, they put episode idea, but actually it's not called episode, it's called scenes. Okay. And the second one, costumes. Why the costumes very important to acting? Actually, that costumes can demonstrate what thing? The time, space, okay, that idea, history, the war time period, though, Second World War time period, though, Emperor's time period, though, king, that type of kingdom's time period, though, whatever it is. If we want to demonstrate that thing in the stage, we can easily use two things. First thing, costumes. Second thing, set design. It means background. If we change that thing suddenly, the all of the idea also change after that thing. Sometimes words also we can use for that, but before that thing, we have to talk, no? But before that thing, costume, if someone see, background someone see, automatically they get that, okay, some time changing here. Location changes here. That's the point. Okay. So costumes are there. Stage props. Props means what are the objects that the performer, actor or actress can use that in the stage. In the stage, that all the things called props. Acting props. Actor have to use that thing. Actress have to use that thing as a chair, table, bottle, whatever it is. That thing, that object is the prop. Actor and actress use that object to express some ideas to the audience. Audience have to understand why is that thing in there and why that person used that object to express something to us. If sometime audience can't understand why they use that props in there, it's actually failed production. Failed production. Because in the stage, all the things we can see in the stage actually very useful things to acting. Without useful something in the stage, actually is odd idea. It's actually failed idea about the production. We have to use more things in there. Okay. Space, colors, shapes, objects, moves, lighting, verbal patterns, breathing, performing, moves, angles. We have to use that thing. It's a performing art. It's an art, some kind of an artistic that. That's the thing. So next one, sound effects. We have to recorrect that thing. Sorry, that double F key in there. Okay. Sound effects is the effects. Sound effects in the past, they don't use recorded music or something for the effect change or effect usage. Sound effects actually we can see like that natural voice or something, music instrument or something. Okay, nowadays we can see more recorded music comes, recorded sounds also come, thundering, sea sound, that type of things we can actually we can't use that thing in the stage, no. That's why they record the music come back and they play that thing using the buffalo speaker or something. Then after that thing, they add that thing with the script. So get the idea, background idea about the performing that creation, that the thing. So effects are there, just like mainly the voice we can use, recorded musics we can use, instruments we can use, natural some sounds we can use, our voice mainly we can use. And next one, makeups. Makeup actually really important in the acting, because why actor or actress, the age, appearance, personality, and how he or she connected with this character. And if the character change, and if the one person acting two characters in the one stage drama is really helpful. Okay, changing the fully characteristics idea, character based ideas in the face, and colors they use, shapes they use. Okay, that thing. And it depend on the character and depend on the script also. And makeup is a very important thing. That's why the drama and theater in the subject, they actually add some makeup, that type of activities also for the exam practical also. Why? Because that's really important thing. If someone can draw, sketch, that ability that some person have, automatically they can score in this practical exam, because makeup is depend on the lightness and darkness and shape and shadow, that type of things, no? If someone know how to make the shadow, how to make the lightness, darkness, brightness ideas, automatically that makeup thing is not a difficult thing for you. Okay. And productions mainly, more units are there, no? Drama productions, film also same like that. We call production team or something. Yeah. But drama means more people are there. And director's main point is directing using the script. Okay. His or her responsibilities only directing, or only directing. But the producer's responsibility is not like that. Producer spends some money for that production, and producing is a very formal type work, and very well experienced person can do that thing very well, because producers are the people who connect all the units together, and they have to pay for that units also. They have to maintain that trust between that production team and the other people. So producing teams mainly, were responsible people to manhandling. Director can't do that thing. Director do only the direction. But the producers have the main responsibility to manage this all the people. That's why it's actually teamwork. If someone want to be a producer in the television or state drama field, it's actually formal work. We have to follow the systems, okay? Because we are dealing with the art, no? Okay, and so many talented people are there. We have to maintain that thing in there, okay? In the script based idea, choreography, music, all the things are there. We have to maintain that system, okay? The next one, lighting. Lighting is some kind of what type of idea? Lighting actually really important. Lighting. Why we need lighting? Because in the stage they light up and they use three spots are there. Spots for the right spot, center spot, and left spot is there. And other GL type lights they use to get the idea, and sometimes they use the colors according to the script. Okay, you can see that thing. So that idea, lighting. In the past, the rural area drama system, also they use some light sources, but that light sources not like artificial idea. It's already natural light system they use. Natural light system is some kind of not sun or that type of idea. Some fire, that type of things they use for that thing. That type of sources. Okay, they use to get some artificial light in the stage area. Okay. After that thing, technical things comes. Now we use bulbs with the lighting systems. But now it's very more advanced technological things and very easy thing than the past. In the past, sometimes it's difficult how to get the lightness, how to get the lighting techniques in here. That's the point. The last point of the creative communication theater production idea is performance sources. Performance sources. Performance sources. Performance sources means some kind of idea what that is performance. Performance means some kind of a mainly focus to the actor or actress. Okay. Actor or actress how to do this. That's the point. Actor, actress how to do this thing. What thing? Performance sources. Okay. So performance sources first thing is acting. Mainly thing is acting. Acting is some kind of a skill that represents some ideas to society in the audience or something according to the script, according to the situation. That's the point. So acting is a skill. Acting we have to restructuring, rebuilding after the practicing and something, after the searching, and we can develop what is acting idea. Okay, acting is some kind of do something. Okay, acting, acting. Second, character motivation. It's some characters in the Europe and some characters in Sri Lanka also. They motivate their character. Actually, they sometimes they read about the character, sometimes they search about the character, sometimes they try to get some society ideas about the character, and sometimes some actors, actresses be like that type of person or go near to that persons and work with them, talk with them, all the things. Why? Because to get the idea from them. Okay. So character motivation is a very good thing. And I think about that. If you watch that Shutter Island movie, Leonardo Caprio, and one of the best actor in the world, that's continuity and character motivation. How he maintain the emotions and how he get the character to his body. That's the thing. And Matt Damon and that type of people, Benedict Cumberbatch in the European people in Sri Lanka, and is not a very famous person, but very good, talented person. Only okay, and it's Saumelyanege, you know. Recently at ABBA film 2 3 days ago. That ABBA film in the Rupani Corporation, they telecast that thing again. In the ABBA film, the Saumbedinigi's character, wow, what a how he absorbed that ancient type character behaviors to his body and his mentality, and how he reacts some kind of a tribal type person in that film. Actually, very actually talented people. I would think about that thing. And in the India also, so many people are there. But acting is acting. So most of the fantastical things we can see in the Indian some films and sometimes Tamil films or something. But that's not fantastical thing is not that this idea. This idea actually actors have to study what are things that we can do and how we do this thing. Okay, character motivation. And third one. Character interpretation, how you identify, how you understand about the characters, actually the verbal pattern or talking pattern or ideas, so they are perspectives, so that type of things. Think about. How that fourth one, mutual interaction. How mentally, how you react with that thing, mentally, how you connect with this character, that's the idea. And breath control is they are already be born. Think about classical dramas, mostly be born what thing? Be breath controlling idea. Breath control, without breath control idea, actually we can't act. In the classical type dramas, see this type of very big dialogues are there. In that dialogues, how we read that type of dialogues, uh, without the breath practice, so without the breath control. Okay. And not only the dialogues, actually, sometimes in the Vanabe hosting about that type of dramas, actually, acting also there, dancing also there, singing also there, script also there. So think about how the management, how. So breath control, that type of thing is really important to acting. Acting as an actor, uh, you want to develop this thing. You have to understand this. Next one, breath control. Okay, vocal expressions. Sometimes verb, the types and rhythms also really help with that thing. And voice, vocal expressions. How we use our verbal talent, verbal communication without lagging some words, without hiding some words in verbal. Okay, think about that. And seventh one, inflections. Okay, that is the idea. And some kind of um, reflectivity about that concepts, about that actors, concepts, perspectives to the audience. We can see that idea, and it's depend on the actors, actresses, talent actually. Yeah? Without any talent or without any academic qualities, actors, actresses can't win the people's attraction. Okay, we can see so many actors, actresses in the TikTok field also. We can see so many people now. Sri Lanka also have, but who can do some academical type things? That's the thing. So in that case, I have to understand, and you also have to understand, acting is not only a business, or acting is not only a hobby. Most of the actors, stage drama actors, actually stably now also in the stage and the drama, teledramas also. But most of the social media based actors, actresses have a limit. One day, the social platforms or something actually gone. Automatically, all the things are done. Okay, that's the thing. So, more technical trust is not a good thing. More technical trust is a bad thing sometimes. That's the point. Okay, now. So next one, voice preparation. Yeah, we have to change our voice sometimes. We can prepare that thing for the acting, for the any other drama things or something. And narrative style. Narrative means what thing? That idea. Okay, narrative. Narrative style means scene by scene, scene by scene. Sometimes we can put a promoter also with that thing. Okay. It was okay. The diction idea, the words that we use to that ideas, and the facial expressions, emotions, feelings, how you express that thing using the eyes, ears, that type of idea. And the 12th, last one, creative communication functions, some kind of language usage, and sometimes we also write some script-based ideas, and we also develop some kind of uh, language pattern usage, regional language usage, that type of things so we can use. So that type of things we can see the performance. So three sources are there: literary sources, electrical. That means technical type sources, not the electrical, okay? Technical type sources. And third one is this thing, this one called what thing? The performance sources, that is the idea, okay? Now we move to the last page of this lesson. Step in a drama production. 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 That is the point. So steps you can see in here. Actually, we can see five step of drama production ideas practice. Okay, five steps of drama production systems and practices are there. For the first thing, actually, a step thoughts, themes, and ideas with creative manner and main idea put back internet. It's called scripting. Scripting. Okay, scripting idea. Okay, scripting idea. First step is that thing. You have to highlight that thing if you have copy. Thought, theme, ideas. So all things add to what thing? This thing. Okay, thoughts. Okay, the themes, ideas. All we can see in the what thing? This scripting idea. Second step, actions and plot handling. Why? Plot means the idea. Plot means the main idea, and we have to handle that plot in the beginning, middle, and the ending point. That is the best type of drama production systems and that type of creations, because some stage dramas we can see firstly start very powerfully, okay, but after that's odd, after that boring last day. Okay, that's the thing. So we have to maintain the plot. That's the thing. Third one, third one. In here, characters, audience, selections, age, appearance, background, and language. So many things we have to think. Actually, this is called auditions. Okay, auditions. Sorry, auditions idea. Auditions ideas here. Okay, auditions. According to the audition team, we can see what type of things this selection, age, appearance, background ideas, that type of things. Okay. Fourth one, next one. Performance sessions. Actually, we have to practice that thing. Practice ideas. Okay, that thing. And fourth one, performance sessions. Okay. Fourth one, according to that. Okay. One, two, three. Uh, fourth one is here. Sorry. Fifth one. Fifth one, performance sessions. Perform. Okay. Perform idea. As actor, actress have this idea. Actor have to perform. Actress have to perform. But according to the script, according to the practice, they have to follow the formations, follow the instructions, follow the patterns. Then they can act. Okay. Sixth one. Sixth one in here. Music. Other thing is here. Rhythm is there. Rhythm is there. Another one, stones and voice and slang campaigns. Okay, voice. Okay. Tone. The best thing is here tone. Tone. Why the idea comes tone? You know the ringing tone, tone, tone. It's actually in my voice now. I don't use much more loud noise in here because I'm in the online. I have the mic. It can capture more areas clearly. And if I put this thing to the YouTube or put this thing to another social media or whatever it is, okay, we have to maintain our vocal as an example. That in my way, I told this thing. I tell this thing according to the visual productions. Okay, television, drama system, that type of things. In the stage drama also we have to apply this thing, no problem. Singing also that type of idea. We have to maintain what thing? Our tone, verbal tone, because that tone can say so many things. Actually, some positive type ideas also we can develop according to the tone. Some negative ideas also we can develop according to the tone. Okay. So tone means what type of idea? Tone means actually some kind of idea that we use, that speed and that flow and that words according to a emotional base. So angry or any other explorative idea or whatever it is, we can use some words, but the tone. Sometimes positive tones come, sometimes negative tones come. Okay. In the television channels, you can see that thing. Positive tones also there, negative tones also there. Positive tones can express what thing? Positive tones can express what thing? The happiness ideas. Okay. Unhappy type tones, actually shouting, blaming, that type of ideas we use. But this type of tone means negative tone. Okay. If they use negative type of tone, automatically we also actually distracted. So this thing, think about very thing, very important thing. How to maintain uh, the persons according to the tone and voice at that thing. Sixth one, performing idea. Performing in front of audience, choosing plays actually. It means that thing finalize the production and we can select a pace and we can sell some tickets if we want as a production. And finally, we invite all the people. And nextly, we can perform a drama idea. Okay, performing in front of the audience at shows place. It means um, last point. Now that's the point. So first thing, thoughts, themes, and ideas with creative mind. It called actually a, uh scripting idea. Step second one, act and plot handling idea. Plot means the idea, the base idea. And third one, characteristics of the audience auditions, selection, appearance, and background the language. Okay, audience, auditions. We have to select the people. We have to select the characters, personalities according to the script. Okay, if you select the characters not according to the script or something, that's really unhelpful for the script. Okay, that's the point. So we have to select firstly the characters according to the script. That is the point. Okay, and think about that opera type, that type of production that we have to sing so many things in there, loud voice, deep voice, high voice, that type of things. Singing also we have to check. As an example, the Manavi singing about that type of things all have this type of poetical words they use, poetical terms they use, poetical format they use, language also, that type of very literature based type of words, tone also very rhythmic tone they use. So that's why that we have to select firstly the characters or actresses according to the what thing, according to the script character, and they have the abilities to demonstrate the character, okay, to the stage, to the audience. It's okay. But if someone can't do that thing, why we select that character as a performer to our script? If we select that type of character, automatically your creation actually failed. That's the point. Now, go to the last two topics of this seventh lesson. Okay, so folklore and creative communication. In the fourth lesson, we discussed about what thing? Folklore thing. Folklore. Folklore. Okay, folklore. We already discussed about the folk songs. It means folk poetry, folk songs, folk dramas, folk rites and rituals, rites and rituals are there. Okay, folk tales or stories are there. This all the things are folk. No, folk means what idea? Is some kind of a old idea, but old is gold. No, old is not a purpose, not an idea. To blame this type of creation as a very unvaluable things. It's not like that. These all things are very valuable things because it's old. And some type of things are very rare. We can't redevelop, restructure that thing. We can't develop that. That's why it's very rare and it's one very valuable. Okay. So no technological things are there. No technology is there. No technology and very eco-friendly ideas. Eco-friendly and visual and audio things. These two forms we can use to what thing? The folk drama, folk poetry, folk rites and rituals, folk tales and stories. That type. Okay. So this type of folk, all the things, folk, all the concepts have some creativity. Concepts have some creativity. 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 Creativity actually some kind of a intrapersonal idea. It's not like mass communication or virtual communication, that type of idea. This type of ideas, creativity things, this comes from the inner ideas, your feelings and the emotions and really helpful for that thing. That's the point. So creativity is some kind of a soul, okay? Soul idea, your inner idea. So inner ideas, it's dependent on the emotions and the feelings the developer, creator have. Okay. Then understand that thing. Okay. Then folk law and creative communication. In here, we have discussed that three topics, three topic based, three definitions we have. And that one time in the past, I saw that thing in the provincial tab papers also. Sometimes they ask to write the books names or write the scholar names according to the this type of folklore definitions ideas. They have three books. We can see that according to definitions, three books are there, three scholars are there, three main definitions are there. In this topic, we can discuss that point. Okay, folklore and creative communication. Okay. Early ancestors, read me, early ancestors used creativity not only mass media, but also in primitive traditional communication. definitely to must be talk about various definitions are given as regards the folklore. A primary understanding could be perceived through the knowledge of the sum of the meanings and behind these definitions. Okay. So first definitions comes from the Sunanda Mahendra. Sunanda Mahendra. In the first lesson, we discussed about that Sunanda Mahendra idea. Sunanda Mahendra developed a book, published a book. It's called Sannivedana Shabdakar. In English, we can say vocabulary of communication. Vocabulary of communication. Okay. So Nanda Mahendra. That's the point. And you have to highlight the book name and the scholar name also. And the second one, before second one, we have to read the definition. We have to highlight only one word in this definition, and that word really helpful for identify what is the definition and who developed this definition and which book express this definition belongs to this definition. Okay. In the definitions like this, in several social structures, the origin of the folk tales and the folk poems, folk beliefs, and folk games and folk sayings. Sayings means that just ideas are there. Pave the way to subject known broadly as folk studies. Okay. Folk tales are there, folk poems are there, folk beliefs are there, folk games are there, folk sayings are there. Sayings means that our ancestors, our ideal peoples in the past, they said something. That things actually really helpful for now also. It's orally transmitted idea. Orally transmitted idea. That's the thing. And we have to highlight this folk tales, folk poems, folk beliefs, folk games, folk sayings paved the way to subject known broadly as folk studies. But the main idea of this thing is who mentioned the folklore as a subject, only person is Sunanda Bahin. You have to highlight folk subject known. Way to a subject. He is the only person express that thing in the subject idea according to three definitions that we have in the lessons. Okay. According to three definitions. Some people mention that subject idea, but in our lessons, three definitions we have. According to that three definitions, only person, Sunanda Bhayandri is the only person who used as a subject idea to what thing? The folklore idea. That's the point. Okay, now. Next one. Go to the next one. Next one. Uh, Nandasena Ratnapala's one. Let's call a name. Okay, Nandasena Ratnapala. Nandasena Ratnapala is a scholar, actually professor. You know about that thing? And his published book actually, Science of Folklore. Janashruti Vidya with single name, but Science of Folklore. Science of Folklore. According to Science of Folklore book, what are things that we can see? Read with me. The definition, this one also have a very important point to highlight, okay? Folklore could be explained as an entity of wisdom grown over the years through the oral transmission. Okay? Oral transmission. That is the idea. Gotta highlight the thing, oral transmission idea is oral transmission. Oral transmission. Orally, it's transmitted generation to generation. Orally, it's transmitted. Now, also we can use that thing to the society, but generally, generation to generation, generation to generation, orally the people spread that ideas. That's the point. And the next thing is highlight the thing, oral transmission. Okay, that's the point. Last thing, third one, the it's a artist. Okay, his name is Cyrilian again. Cyrilian again. Cyrilian again's book is what the Dictionary of Folklore. Dictionary of Folklore. Cyrilian again, Dictionary of Folklore. That is the point. According to that point, actually, this is the idea. The term folklore is explained as the folk oral transmission of the folk knowledge from the past to the present. Okay, the point is folk knowledge. Folk knowledge. Okay, so three words you can get now. And Sunanda Mahendra's we can see is actually in the Sunanda Mahendra's definition. You can get the idea as a subject. Folklore is a subject. Folklore is a subject. And out of the second idea, Nandasan Ratnapal's professor Ratnapal, he said, it's orally transmitted one. Orally transmitted one. Okay. Third thing after that. Third thing, Cyrillianage. Cyrillianage use what thing, what idea? Cyrillianage say, it's dictionary of the folklore idea book. Nandasan Ratnapal have the science of folklore idea. Sunanda Mahendra have Sannivedana Shabdakare means vocabulary of communication idea. Okay, that's the point. Sidley Nege says this folklore indicate what type of things? It indicate the folk knowledge. Folk knowledge means our ideal people's ideologies, thoughts that they have, their perspectives. That's the point. Okay, now after that thing, you have to highlight some points in here. You have to read that. Okay, read me. The collective conscience means the acceptance of the particular norm on the part of the group of humans, yes, or the rejection of the same of the part of the same group as a thinking process. Such this acceptance in the term becomes the people's knowledge inheritance as well as the heritage handed from down from the past to the present. So heritage. Sri Lanka also heritage country. Kandy also heritage town. Some areas are there. Sri Lanka is really famous for what thing? Tourism field, no? In that tourism field, mostly we market that thing or promote that thing using this heritage idea about the Sri Lanka. And we have some unique creations, unique type of creative things, patterns, dancing systems, hospitality, culinary systems we have. Different types of things. It's actually totally different from the other countries. So foreigners always looking that type of things from us. It's a good thing, no? And after that thing, the folklore to transit the traditional knowledge in the areas such as the folk art, the folk poetry, folk songs, folk beliefs, folk ethics, folk customs, riddles, parables, similes, then the metaphysics, the idea that folk songs, folk beliefs, folk ethics, we know, no? But other things you have to highlight. Before that thing, we don't discuss that thing. Metaphysics idea, folk medicines are there, folk musical forms, folk festivals, folk science such as the botany and zoological things. See, in the past, people's ancestors have that type of knowledge also. That's the point. Rituals and other allied subjects areas are there. All these are included in the acquisitions of the traditional knowledge in folklore as knowledge. So actually, they use in the past for develop the other generations pattern knowledge and the that type of things. They never use their names also in the past because they don't want to promotions, they don't want more attractions, they want to help into the in future, help into the other generations to develop their system, but using their ideologies or something. Okay. And after that thing, you have to highlight that metaphysics, that type of things. Okay. Culture could be discerned as two folk forms. They are physical and non-physical. Physically, we can see the folk drama, that type of things. Okay, some ancient places, architectural things that we have. Some publications in the past things we can see the physical. Non-physical things, some kind of unhuman characters, devils, God believes, that type of things. Okay, unhuman characters, devils, gods, and beliefs, that type of thing. And there are intangible forms linked to the same. What is intangible actually? Intangible. Intangible. Intangible, actually, Sri Lanka also have intangible heritage factors. Huh? Intangible heritage factors we also have. Intangible is some kind of a very valuable type points. Huh? Very valuable type points. Very valuable type points. How it valuable? Actually, these all things are very old things. Old things, old is the gold, no value is there. And intangible means what thing? Without any permissions, without any formal permissions, anyone can't use this type of things in the society. Is some kind of folk art or something, that some sacred places or something. Without any permission, we can't go there also, actually. Without permission, we can't go there. We can't go there. That is the thing. So that is the intangible idea. Intangible heritage factors are intangible heritage factors. Okay, that's the point. So in here, Sri Lanka also has that type of intangible heritage factors. According to this thing, we can read that thing. With me. General Conference of the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Simply we can call UNESCO. Okay, 2003. They developed this idea, intangible idea. 1972, the UNESCO laid down several guiding regulations towards the understanding of the intangible folk heritage. Highlight the 2003 and 1972. Okay. This enables the protection of the conservations of the aspects pertaining the several traditional inheritance. Okay. This included in 2011 the conserve all heritage sources. In 2018, the conservation of the puppetry Ambalangud. Highlight that thing. Puppetry. Puppetry Ambalangud. Puppetry Ambalangud. 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 Down south idea, no, Ambalangud is down south idea. Ambalangud, down south area. They developed this puppetry idea, and in the internationally also, they don't have this type of system in any other area. So that's why it's some kind of intangible, very valuable type idea. We can't see this type of things in any other country, any other areas. Just like a West dance or something in the Canadian idea, Canadian dance idea. We can't see that type of dancing pattern, dancing ideas, dancing concept in any other country. In Sri Lanka, that Asala Perahara, that Kandy area, the Kandy Perahara, Asala Perahara, that also very intangible type of idea because there's no any that type of Perahara item in the other countries. uh, same like that. That's why it's more culture things are there. Culture basic ideas are there together, and they develop that thing. Okay, it's very rare. Only one time in the country, only one time they organize every year. Only one time. So most of the foreigners, other country people, more people come to the Kandy area and they plan to watch that thing. That is the intangible heritage new type of idea. So in 2018, this Sambalangoda things comes, and this was included to UNESCO list. Okay, and other thing is in 2020, these are additional things for you. Okay, we have to write down this thing. In 2023, the Sri Lankan history book is Mahavansa, Mahavansa book. Okay. UNESCO named that Mahavansa book as an intangible heritage factor. Because reason is this call form that comes with the University of Peradeniya. Okay. University of Peradeniya. And University of Peradeniya request for this thing. Okay. And after that thing, they named that thing in the 2023 as an intangible heritage factor. Uh, that was in there. 2018, that Ambalankota puppetry in there. And 2023, Mahavansa, that book as intangible heritage fact. That's the point. That's the idea. After that, the last topic of this lesson, folk art and usage is there. Folk art and usage. That's the point. Folk art already we know. Recently I told you folk artistic idea. Folk art, we know that poetical idea, tales, and the drama things, that thing we know, okay? But after that, that folk art, that some kind of wood carving, exorcism ideas also add to this thing, okay? Folk art descends downwards from the tribal arts. Tribal arts, the ancient ideas, okay? Tribal people are there, tribal systems are there, tribal art forms are there, tribal language usage are there, so many things are there. Tribal arts, as such, folk art and the folk law are closely affiliated, okay? Affiliated. They are handed down from the generation to generation, and art medium that think about the folk poetry or something. Then folk poetry or something comes to the other generation using oral transmission system, generation to generation. That is the idea. Oral transmission. Okay. The folk art are formulated through the human experiences of the people. They envelop such aspects as painting, biralu or embroidery patterns. Biralu or embroidery patterns, weaving mats, carving, this wood carving idea, okay? Wood carving, exorcism idea. In the down south area, we can see that type of so many exorcism ideas. Unhuman characters, devils, and gods, that type of idea we can see in the that type of area. Via verbal communication, the creative musical forms using both vocal and instrumental means, etc. We can use the voice and we can use the musical instrumental ideas also there. And after that thing, as folklore and folk art are born out of the folk frames of the reference, it is observed that these experiences could be utilized, okay, effectively. Yeah, that's two F you have to add then effectively, effectively. Okay. And in creative communication as close entities, okay, entities, okay. To mass conscience, the codes, signs, and symbols are utilized in the folklore as folk art reach the mass mind closer than one aspects, okay. As such, the creation recreated in the directions of the creative sense of the close credible. A study of the salient features in the folk tale. Folk tale means folk story again. Same. Or any other folk art form reveal the fact that they could be made for the illuminations of a stage play. A street drama and the insights in the various performances in order to even enhance the use of developmental message. That's the point. That's the idea. So think about that point. That is the last topic of this seventh lesson. Seventh lesson, last topic, spoke law and usage idea. That was a very creative idea, creative communication system, and very creative patterns they use in the past. And language usage, patterns usage, their ideas, ideologies, all the things are very creative. And if we study for that thing, if we study that thing, we can identify how the ideal people in the past peoples, how they use language or how they use concepts according to their system to express something more to the new next generation, and how they spread their knowledge to the next generation using some artistic platforms. That's the point. Okay, that's the seventh lesson, last one. Now today, now today, today this eighth lesson also I try to start in here. This dude, I add that first eighth lesson first PDF to the WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group. Okay. Then you have to download that thing and you can follow that thing with me. Take a print out about that thing. Okay. And eighth lesson. Just the first two pages I try to discuss today. Okay. What is public relation and why it's actually very helpful for us? That thing we can discuss. Okay. That's the point. And according to public relation idea, that first you think about this thing, public relations, public relations. That's the point. Okay. Public relations, this idea comes like that. First, you have to think about what is public. What is public? And after that, we can understand what is the relation. Public relation. That's the point. Think about that thing. And after that, in here, for the first PDF, we can check that thing now. Okay. In the public relation idea, see. So, public. Public means mainly the citizens, people, workers, okay. According to the school, students also some like that, teachers, some kind of that persons. Public means people actually, majority of peoples mainly. And public relations, how we maintain the connection between the people and other organizations. That is the public relations simple idea, okay? How we maintain the other people's connections between the other organizations, okay? You can see so many organizations like that, that hospitals are there, court is there, police station is there. So many that type of areas we can see. Okay. That's why public relation is not only a simple thing, it's a scientifically maintained system, but public relation, very old one, not a new thing. Public relation is very old one, not a new thing. In the past, actually, 4,000 years ago past, also we can see that type of concepts in the society. where you have a tribal people, some ancestors. Also, they use some concepts similar like public relation. That's the thing. So you have to understand that point. Huh? Then public relation. Public relations can be considered in the first point. I read that thing, okay? Read me. Public relations can be considered as a concept that creates a good image and work of social goods. Very simple. Why we use public relation? We can use public relation to develop the goodwill and good image idea to society. That's the point. And the community is for the people. See, some kind of majoritical idea is there. Community idea is there. Then the public means the mutual bond. Actually, a very important point. Public relations and issue management is the basic main title of this lesson. Okay, public relations and issue management. Sometimes we can use event management also. According to this thing, public means majority of people. Relation indicate what thing? Indicate mutual bond. Sorry for that. That is the point. Okay. So after that thing, maintain mutual bond maintained with the citizens. Okay. Of a country of the employees of an institute. See, recently I told you, workers are there sometimes. That also some kind of a public relation of institute. Society is formed with the relationship and it's extremely important to develop the maintain relationship. See, in the culture studies, fifth lesson, we discussed that thing like what thing? Communication can develop the relationships. Relationships can develop the culture. Society, sorry. Society can develop the culture. So communication is the base thing for everything. In here also, public relation okay, but relations depend on what thing? Communication. So communication can develop the this type of public relations. Okay. Then position can be made from the small. See, the position can be made from the smallest social unit. What is the smallest social unit? In the fifth lesson also we discussed according to socialization. The family is the social unit smallest one. So family to country. Think about how many connections are there. That is the relationship. Family, the neighbors, relatives, village, area, province, district. No, province, districts, province. No, yeah, province, towns also there before, and after that thing, countries means word. See the connections. Think about. At the term relations may mean the sharing common ideas. See, actually, if we have the relationship, we can share our ideas with other people. No? That thing we want, that trust we want. That's the idea. Okay. Actually, mutual understanding, those two terms could be linked to a single entity, which envelops in depth human qualities. If we have the public relation idea, we can identify other people's depth human qualities. What is that depth human qualities? It means some kind of a rare qualities, okay. Loyal, okay, humanity, sensitivity, okay, evaluating, appreciate others. We can see that type of qualities in a society. But actually, some persons really have this thing all the time. Some people, sometimes people have humanity, but some people have every time humanity. That's rare. That's why it comes like a depth human qualities. All the people don't have these type of qualities. That's the thing. Next passage. These units consist of the such complex factors known as educational, religious, culture, political, and economical. See, this type of areas we can touch according to the what thing? This public relation. And the very same factors give way to the development of the complex unit of the mutual human relationships as well as strengthening them are empowering idea. Public means people, relation means the connection between them and the organizations. Communication really helpful for develop that connection. It can identify the socialization effect of the people, family to the country, that thing. And after that, we can understand people's depth human qualities. And now we can understand public relation we use to what thing? Strengthening people, empowering people, developing the connections, and that connections really help to develop the human qualities. And we can understand after that thing, we can develop empowering concepts, strengthening concept that type. Okay. And after that, in the studies of relationships process that is carried out very scientifically. See, these connections actually not like a simple friendship or something. We have to maintain this connection actually very calmly and very sensitively and very scientifically, logical. Because huge connections we have. If we miss that connections, all the structure, all the systems are gone. Every country need this connection between the government and the citizens. Okay, citizens vote in them for what thing? To get some things from the government. Things means not the power. They don't want the power. Political parties want the power. No, people, citizen, innocent people want what type of things? The food, water, shelter, education, electricity, that type of transportation, that type of things. Okay, that is the only deal that government and the citizens have. But the citizens, government don't try to do that thing, try to achieve that thing, and try to don't give that ideas to the people. Automatically, it's a problem. After that thing, government next time voting, they don't give the vote. Why? They don't have the trust about the people. That's the thing. People means the government people, okay? Think about. That is the connection. That is the publication idea. So it's not a simple thing. Very scientifically, logically, we have to maintain that thing. And last line in there, any business institution group perfected to exist of those sectors are there. Just the idea. Last passage also we can discuss. Then we can stop the class for today because it is a very important way to build trust. Public creation depend on what thing. First thing is trust. Next thing, what in here, good image. Without these two things, actually, it's a problem. Public relation depend on two things: trust and the image. Then in the future, banks, financial institutions, media institutions, so schools, private institutions, universities, factories, all these public relations with employees of the children of the external customers get the opportunity to learn internal public relations. See, these all the things you have to highlight if you want highlight that thing because these all the sectors, all the some kind of organization always dealing with the people. That is the public relation. Okay, mainly. And after that thing, customers that get opportunity to do internal public relation that they have to prove they improve the quality of the services rendered to the public and large. These two have given stability to run the services in the better manner as well as spreading the intended services to the field in need of such services. That's the point. Okay. Think about what is the basic main public relation uh, organization. Okay, that is police station. Please write down in that side. Okay, police station. Police station is the uh, main ground level public relation organization that we can see. according to our studies and activity practical way. So that's the idea. So after the hospitals, court, sales, shops, grocery shops, supermarkets, transportation services, schools, universities, institutes, private, this type of institutes, all the things actually public relation service providers. So that's the idea. So next day we can discuss how this concept start and what is the history of this concept and how we can get the idea about the public relation. Okay, so if someone have the doubt about these concepts on the seventh lesson and the eighth lesson, just like this idea, you can put a WhatsApp message for us and we can clear that ideas and the doubts. And we put this full session to the YouTube, and you can get that idea again and review that thing and get the ideas. And something you have doubts, please put a WhatsApp message for us. And next day, next Friday, we start the next sessions of next topic of this public relation concept, publication history, and what is the importance of this public relation concept. Okay, so thank you for joining with us. See you next time, next Friday. Good night for all, and I'm Rajitha Niro. We are Media Sun. Good night. Bye bye.